What's up guys, it's Radio here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about one of the most, if not the most complicated class in the Adventure Quest worlds, the 2017 calendar class, also known as the ShadowStalker of Time. It also has an exact replica called the Shadow Walker of Time, which can be obtained by purchasing the calendar, but I don't have that version. I have only the ShadowStalker, so let's jump straight into how to get the class. You get the class, you join Battle on Town. Run here into the Curiosity Shop. You talk to Chronix. Purchase the time lock key for 6,000 adventure coins. As you can see, I already have it, the 2017 time lock key. Then once you have that, you can open the class shop and get the class for free. You see, there are also other items: the clocks, the staff, the helms and hoods, the cape, etc, etc, etc. So as I said before, there's another variant, the Shadow Walker of Time, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the ShadowStalker. So let's look at the stats of the class. It's a hybrid class. As you can see, 589 attack power, 587 spell power, that is virtually the same. Strength and intellect good, endurance and dexterity okay, wisdom a bit low, and luck terrible but boosted up, as you can see, plus 242. So it gains mana like rogue, which means every time you dodge an attack you gain mana, and you also gain health, which is pretty nice, but this is not the best method, as I keep stressing upon, but it still works. First rank 4 passive is called Never Ending Dusk. It increases endurance by 25%, and the second is called Harbinger of Souls. Increases damage output, crit rate, and crit damage all by 12%, which is pretty nice. So that being said, let's go straight into the skills. Our infamous pirate map. So as I get into the skills, you guys will start to understand why I said it's one of the most, if not the most complex class in the entire game. The class is not for the weak-minded, as you can, if you can say, but nevertheless, your auto attack is called Rift of Shadows, 1.5 second cooldown, which means it's 0.5 seconds faster than basic classes. It applies Chaos Rift, which is used for other abilities. Each stack also affects you and your opponent's side, lowering your opponent's hit chance by 3% while increasing yours by 3%. Then ignore the if temporal eclipse. We'll get into temporal eclipse later. So basically it's just a hit, a weak hit actually. Oh, that was my mana vamp. It's just a weak hit. Come on, as you can see, Chaos Rift stacks on me. Grand side, that is my hit chance increased, while ended side, his is reduced. You can see it doesn't hit that high, but it's faster, so it makes up for it. Your 2 skill is called Exude or Devour, 15 mana, 6 second cooldown, physical magical skill. Strikes at the blink of an eye, causing up to 2 opponents' existence slowly fade. That is a DOT. Deals moderate damage and applies a moderate DOT for 6 seconds. If temporal eclipse is up, stress the opponents and feeds off their shadow. Deals moderate damage and applies a moderate heal over time. Now, without temporal eclipse, all it just does is a DOT. It won't heal you unless you've used your 5 skill, which is the temporal eclipse, but we're not getting to that yet. Your 3rd skill is called Vendetta or Umbral Stigma, 30 mana, 6 second cooldown. Now mind you, this is your nuke, but only with temporal eclipse, but we're not going to get into that yet. Marks your opponent, dealing moderate damage and increases the damage they take from all sources by 20% for 10 seconds. If temporal eclipse are active, singles the target out, recording their being at that point of time, dealing moderate damage. After a short moment, echo the damage based on the damage you've done in the past 10 seconds. As you can see, from temporal eclipse down, it explains how it nukes, but other than that, it just makes your enemy take more damage from all sources, which is okay. Which means if you are soloing a boss with friends, their 1Ks go to 1.2k, their 10Ks go to 12k, which is pretty nice if I say so myself. Mind you, it's a single target skill, so unlike this, it only affects one. 4th skill is called Silhouette or Shadow Warp. Sorry, it doesn't consume mana. has a 12-second cooldown as a magical skill. Sacrifices your life force to constantly warp through the shadows, increasing your dodge by 300% for 4 seconds and dealing damage up to 3-fold while focusing their attacks on you. If Temporal Eclipse is active, strike from the opponent's shadow for moderate damage up to 3 enemies and healing 30 mana after 2 seconds to the caster. Cost health after 2 seconds. This skill, it just basically increases my dodge by 3 times. It basically triples my dodge chance, and if you look here, my dodge chance is 23, so it makes it 75%, which is pretty decent, and it makes my enemies focus on me. So it basically makes them focus on me with the idea that I'll be dodging more and gaining more health, which is, as you can see, just watch my health. When I dodge, my health goes up, so it's pretty decent. But the only side effect of this skill is that it ticks a DOT on you, as you can see, 409 going off on me, which is just virtually your sacrifice for all the dodge, which is reasonable enough, but we could have done better without it. Now the 5th skill, which we have been seeing so often, Temporal Eclipse, 30 mana 15-second cooldown, is a magical skill. Emits total darkness, applying shadow state, lowering up few opponents' hit chance and negating their crit chance by 30% for 5 seconds. You access new abilities as you walk through the shadows, applying Temporal Eclipse, increasing your hit chance and crit chance by 80%. Last 5 seconds. If Chaos Rift is up, applies Turbulent Rift, doubling your hit but increasing the damage you take by 20% for 5 seconds. So alone it doesn't do damage, it's just an effect on opponents, but it makes me faster, and then it's the main idea of this skill is just to support the other skills. As you can see, just minor damage. Now that being said, you've seen the skills individually. Now let's see what happens when Temporal Eclipse is paired up with each and every single one of these skills. So let's go. Temporal Eclipse, then 2. You can see a heal over time, 234 ticking off on me, which is pretty nice. It helps negate the DOT that comes from your 4th skill. Temporal Eclipse plus 3. Oh, I killed him too fast. I want you guys to see a mini nuke, if I may say so myself. Come on, once it loads up. Temporal Eclipse. Ooh, 219. That was virtually all I did in the past 10 seconds. It just echoed it off. Against bosses, the numbers will start to increase, but till then, and likewise here, just watch my mana. Temporal Eclipse plus this, my mana is going to boost up any minute now. I don't know why there's lag. As you can see, it went up to 91, gives me 30 mana. Enter my combined both skills, which is pretty decent. So that is your Temporal Eclipse combined with each skill. Now let's get into the solo. Now this solo, I'm not going to fast forward it because I'm going to explain some combos for you guys. For you to nuke, basically, as I said, it's just 5 and 3. You can just do your 5 skill, then your 3 skill, then you can see only 219. But there are 2 advanced combos. There's one we call the basic single nuke, which is 5 4 2 3. As you can see, 4k. It only ticked off once, mind you. Then there's what we call the dual nuke. Wait, let me get mana. We need some mana for this skill. The single nuke is just basically 5 4 2 3, if you can remember the combo. Then the dual nuke is 5 3 4 2 3, but you have to be fast when doing it. As you can see, the 4k went off 2 ticks, which actually did 8k. Now mind you, for you to do the second nuke, you have to have no lag on your system, because even 1 second lag will spoil the whole thing, as you can see. But the single nuke, you can just do that. You can do it even with lag, as you can see. Now recommended enhancements: full lock and mana vamp on your weapon, because especially when taking on a boss, you are not going to be dodging from all angles and gaining lots of mana. As you can see, 10k DOT. The DOT is increased because I'm doing more damage over time. So 12k. So as you can see, ShadowStalker Uptime is a really fun class. Oops. I'm sorry if this class guide is a bit long. I just had to make it long because the class is very complex. So if you can just remember the numbers 5423 then 53423, you should be good. Over time, your damage over time should increase significantly. Mine has capped out at 119,000, and that was on, I think it was Jiravin, the dragon with 1,000,000 health. So ShadowStalker Uptime is a very fun class. If you want to go to PvP, just do your 4 skill, or you can do 5 4 2 3. Simple. Your 5 skill to get your boost up, your 4 skill so you can increase your dodge and gain the mana, then your 2 skill just to heal up the extra health that you lost from here, and then your 3 skill just to finish your opponent off. So that was it for the ShadowStalker Uptime. I hope this gave you an insight on if it's worth 6k ACs. Me, I really have fun with the class. It's a really enjoyable class. I like what AE did with it. But yeah, so that's it. So until next time, I've been Suji. I'm out. Love you guys. Peace. And